Division 5 district semifinals are on the way here tonight as the Deer Park Wildcats face off against the Mariemont Warriors. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Lebanon High School. Alongside Casey Stevens, I'm Ethan Herzog. And Casey, there's a lot on the line here tonight. Not just the trip to the district finals at Monroe High School, but continuing on, obviously, in their trip to state.
These two teams have fought twice already this season, and it's a tied 1-1. So this right here in the playoffs is the biggest game and will decide that season series.
And to aid them into their quest to make it back to the state final, Fiona Douglas for Deer Park, defensive specialist, setter, one of the top players for this Deer Park team.
66 aces on the season for her, and if she keeps going, it's going to be hard to stop her. So you need that back line to really step up for the Warriors in this matchup.
And for the Mariemont Warriors, it is going to be Annie Tolley, second in the CHL in kills with 294. She's an impressive player to watch.
She definitely is, and it's going to be hard to stop her too. You don't want to target her, but she's going to be all over this court, and if the ball comes her way, you know she's going to get her hand on it.
Now we'll take a look at the keys to the game. Feeding the hot hand is going to be the important part here for Deer Park. A lot of hot hitters on that side, especially on the outsides for the Wildcats, and on the other side for Mariemont, it's going to be a lot of playing the defense. You're going to have to get down low, set yourself correctly to get that dig, set up that pass to get the kill on the other side.
And for the last game that these two teams played, only went going into 3 sets the game prior, going into 5. So these two teams, they have some bad blood between each other. So if that hot hand could fizzle out, and that back line may shine.
A Cincinnati Hills League rivalry in the district semifinals coming up on the other side of the break from Lebanon High School.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Mariemont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Lebanon High School is the site, and Mariemont and Deer Park are our subjects for tonight's matchup. Here for some district semifinal action. Again, Casey Stevens, Ethan Herzog here with you. And a great atmosphere here tonight at Lebanon. and an even better product down on the floor.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy coming from the crowd that has shown up for this playoff game, semifinals. These two teams have gone back and forth in the regular season, but this is where it matters. This is where you need to prove yourself. Are you the best team, and will you move on in the playoffs?
Junior setter, El Scheichter. Back deep to serve for the Warriors. Nice dig up at the back line. Quickly to the outside, and the first kill belongs to Deer Park. Abigail Peterjohn, second team All-League in the CHL. Tied 9th with 158 kills total this past season. Gives things over to Abby Beach. Junior sends one over. Picked up by Libero. Quick tip back over. A swing and into the bench. Just like that, even up at 1. Now, like you mentioned, these are two teams they've met twice already. The series is tied 1-1. And they always say the third time you play a team is always the hardest, but when it comes to an even series split in the season, I don't know if that kind of has the same weight.
It really comes down. You've seen this team twice, right? Both sides. So the game plan changes, especially if you have playoffs and implications, and you're ending someone's season in this game.
Swing from the middle, hits the floor. We credit it back to Abby Peterjohn again, the middle blocker. The nice swing just kept it right in front of the back line for Deer Park. For Mariemont, excuse me. Deer Park to serve. Tries the near side this time and through the block. That's a player we highlighted, Annie Tully, in the open.
Annie Tully, she came in soaring. Put some power on that hit to slam it down. And for someone who ranks second in Cincinnati Hills for that hit percentage, just consistently over 300, she's going to be that shining star in this game.
Falls to the floor. Deer Park, a 1-point lead once again. The aforementioned Peterjohn back to serve it away. 34 service aces for her. A Deer Park team that is particularly good at the service line. Far side swinging. Picked up nearly in the rafters. Fires it back and it's denied. Great block from Mackenzie Denson to set up the point.
An amazing block there. You just have two girls who are creeping on the net, waiting for a ball to just come close to their fingers and block it. And that will just continue to extend the lead that the Wildcats have already in this game.
Fiona Douglas, the other one on that last block. Last swing out of play. Quickly a 5-2 advantage and another ace. Abigail Peterjohn just adding on to the service ace total. Came into the game with 34, now up to 36. Tries far side over the block. Nice dig, spirals its way, free ball over. That's near side again, what a block. My goodness, Mackenzie Denson, give yourself a hand.
Mackenzie Denson came into this game not known as much of a blocker, but now throughout the playoffs, she stepped up into that role, normally that outside blocker, and more of what you can almost consider to be a defensive specialist in that role, stepping into it and shining bright.
2 blocks already. She had 27 into the season. That's going to be a service ace. As I was mistaken, the block went out of play. It was that hard of a swing that the block went out of play. So it is now 7-4 after the service error. Got a little excited on that block, I have to admit.
I mean, everyone was cheering, so I was like, oh, has to have worked.
Sometimes you just got to admire the defense Free ball over, picked up back line. Near to the far. Net at the net. A little bit of redemption for Denson. Getting the kill and getting that point back, you could say, after the block was a little bit too strong.
And Denson, her handprints are all over this game already. 4-8 in the lead for the Wildcats, and especially in the first set, you want that rhythm on your side and have that energy, and she's being the leading factor for them already.
Annie Tully tries for the middle, but is a little bit too short. So Deer Park running away with this one, up 5 first set. Serve over from Riley Carr. Once near side, free ball. Backline far side. Mariemont's return, looking, loads, fires. What a dig, but no one there on the other end of it. One just a little bit off. Goes to the kill for Annie Tully.
And Riley Carr with the dig there, attempting to put it back into play. And I mean, for herself, 108 digs coming in to the playoffs, and that number just continuing to add up. But for her to just put her body on the line to attempt to keep the ball into play is what you need to do.
Goes down as a service ace for Tully, 33 on the season coming into today. Serve receive was there, just bounced off the netting and was caught by Denson. Good dig and a good tip. Mariemont's response. Poked up high in the air and nothing there on the recovery.
And the Warriors, they went down early. Well, they went down 5, and they're fighting their way back, making this a 9-7 game. So, I mean, it's that bad blood between these two teams. It's the third game of the series.
Annie Tully, the ace. I mean, you mentioned that bad blood, too. I mean, they're Cincinnati Hills League members. Both of them are. So these teams see each other every single year, and it means a little bit something different when you play them in the Ohio State playoffs.
And it does. It really just says, hey, we've seen each other a few times this season. Conference play, coming into the playoffs, we got to tie it up. Just like the Warriors did there. Mariemont going down 5 and now going on a 5-0 run for themselves.
Another service ace for Annie Tully, and she's on fire. 9-all here first set. Tully, a powerful serve, ends up in the back line. They want to send a free ball over. Mariemont, a nice 0 serve and over and down. So Mariemont will take a 1-point lead.
Goes to mention, you got to look at the leadership and veterans that are on the team. But for the Warriors, they're led by Annie Tully, just a sophomore.
Young talent, a good sign for this program as it's sent back over. Nice dig from Carr. Far side into the netting. Swung a little bit too far down. Did Camille Lewis, senior outside hitter. Mariemont having their way so far. From the middle, quick tip. To try near side in the net was Deer Park. So the point goes to the Mariemont Warriors.
I mean, this is impressive. We thought you kind of mentioned all the momentum was on Deer Park's side, and now it's being flipped. So the tables are turning here early.
Tully a little bit too much arc on that serve, so they'll finally switch things back over to the Wildcats. But I mean, that run really set up a great momentum swing for Mariemont, and it's going to be how they respond here on the serve receive from Deer Park. Up and away. Tully picks it in the back line. Near side, swing, and too strong. Caroline Klakar, junior outside hitter, 143 kills on the year. Just a little bit outside. Met at the net, and Deer Park coming right back. Only down by 1.
After an 8-0 run that the Warriors put together after being down 5, Deer Park finding it now here later in this first half of the first set.
That point ties it up. Nice back set through, tipped around, nobody can get there. to collect the spoils, and Kendall Barclay is going to get there with the kill.
Grace Loudon on your screen now. She just had her hand on it, just couldn't communicate well with the back line, and that's where those points, you want to not give up as many as you need to, especially if you can't communicate well.
Barclay had the serve. Met at the netting. There's a duel won by Deer Park, and then it gets set over on the return. Warriors keep it in play. Can Deer Park? No, they cannot.
This is impressive to just watch. The Warriors went down early, and now they're coming back. They're wanting this first set to be in their hands, and they want to move on in this playoffs.
Claim a 2-point lead, 14-12. Outside swing. Picked up initially, a nice tip. Hit that one backwards. Deer Park's return, sent back where it came from in the netting. It's Penelope Carlson, sophomore. Gives the point back to Deer Park. All things considered, a CHL rivalry, and this is what you're going to get. Serve over. Sets middle, now far side. Picked up in the back line. Free ball from the middle. Sent over by Grace Loudon. Far side swing, nice dig. Your offensive specialist. Middle blocked, but through the block. Put some fire on that one. Abigail Peterjohn with another kill.
Peterjohn, we've mentioned her name a few times too. Just in this first set, Denson and Peterjohn, they've been those two tall towers that have manned pretty much that inside near the net, and they're showing their dominance early in this game.
Good recovery from Mariemont, but even better return from the Wildcats. Abby Woodley gets in on the action, the All-League honorable mention. Reclaims a lead for Deer Park. Serve from Loudon. Near side into the net. A little bit too short for Kakar. It's going to be a timeout called by Mariemont. As Deer Park up by 2 points. Casey, what are your thoughts? I mean, we're heading into this break. It was all Deer Park for the first couple of points, but then Mariemont able to turn things around here. What did you see?
I mean, we saw some great defensive play, but offensively, we mentioned that hot hand. If you can stop the hot hand, then your defense steps up. And we've seen that going back and forth in this game. Defensively, both teams have shined, but how consistent will you be going into that next set? It all starts with the first set. Which team will walk away with that first win?
Take a look at Christy Lawson, third year as Wildcats head coach. She's 34 and 31. Trying to lead her team through this OHSAA playoffs. There's 5-9 in conference play this season. The team that's ranked 54th in the city of Cincinnati. Near side swing through the block. Showcase of strength from Caroline Klakar. A 1-point deficit once again for the Warriors. Serve from Schechter. Far side, Peterjohn finds an open space and lets the ball plop on into it.
And it's just those split-second decisions, too. Do you have to put too much power? Do you see an open gap where you can just tip the ball in and get an easy point, where you may force that back line to try and get a dig and attempt to get on the ground or even just get a free point?
Abby Beach with the serve through the block. Good recovery there for the Wildcats. Mariemont tries again. Central in the back line to Sylvia. Another free ball for the Warriors. Back set far side. Good dig. Too strong on the free ball. Mariemont gets the point. But a good collective effort on both sides. Just in the end benefiting the Warriors.
And, I mean, that's the longest volley that we've seen so far, the back and forth between these two teams. And, I mean, it's now neck and neck, but it was separated almost by a Grand Canyon at one point.
On the way into the back line. Near side swing just barely clips the inside of the zone. And a kill for Abby Woodley.
Abby Woodley, 7th in Cincinnati Hills Conference with 150 kills before playoffs started, and we can see just why she was ranked that high after that performance.
Now, perfect strength on that swing. Riley Carr sends it over for a service ace. Now Deer Park trying to run away with it again, and timeout called. I believe this time by Deer Park.
And Deer Park, you were down. You came out hot with that early lead, and then you went down, allowing Mariemont to go on that 8-run scoring. And now you're ahead by 3. So, I mean, Ethan, it really comes down to how consistent will the team be, right? We've seen them be consistent. We've now seen them be neck and neck, and now they're taking the lead, but will they hold on to it?
I mean, you look at this game, too, and in terms of records, this would be an upset for Deer Park should they win. Mariemont 14-9 coming into today with a 7-7 conference record. Deer Park's 12-11 with a 5-9 conference record. So in the Cincinnati Hills League, you get a little bit of bragging rights, especially with Deer Park lower in the standings to Mariemont. So Deer Park probably throwing everything at the wall, hoping it sticks, and so far, that spaghetti's sticking. I think it's ready.
I would agree with you. I do think it's ready. I mean, you have a 3-point lead here, but even then, Kate Davis, the head coach for the Warriors, 9-14 last season, lost in the first round in the playoffs against Cincinnati Christian. So already making it to the semifinals and attempting to lead Mariemont to the next round of the playoffs, especially with a win here today.
Sets middle and blocked. Tries again, near side, blocked again. How about that? Back-to-back blocks. Betty Rubble and Annie Tully teaming up on the front row.
Serving for the Warriors, number 13, Samantha Gone.
Back to Mariemont, your libero. Samantha Gone. Too strong in the return to Peter John.
And that timeout, you can see the adjustments being made. Make sure you can cover those spots where the ball has typically gone. We've seen it normally hit to that far right side in the Mariemont area, and now adjustments are being made where we're seeing more players adjust towards that side of the court.
Good recovery after being denied. Swings near side. And Deer Park in the netting. Not quite a kill for Annie Tully, but did set up the point nonetheless. Still Samantha Gone back to serve. She has served 213 times coming into today. One of the more prominent servers is a quick and powerful strike from that far corner. Finds its way home.
And Lewis, she found the gap right there from corner to corner, getting the point and now extending this from being tied to now a 20-19 lead for Deer Park.
Flings it over, is able to keep it in play. Will send a free ball. Sets far side. Over top the block. Mariemont can't recover. 4 points until set point for Deer Park.
Lewis making the effort. Back-to-back points for her, where she's leading Deer Park, possibly winning the first set.
Peter John, a shorter serve, ends up in the front row. Another ace.
We've seen runs from both teams, and Deer Park may walk away after going down early 5 and allowing Mariemont to get an 8-scoring run, but now coming back and waking up with a little more energy.
A little bit of a mess there on that top side. Able to recover. Get into the block and out of play. Ricochets off the hands of those front row blockers. Mariemont trying to stay alive here late set 1.
only down 2. You had a timeout where you made a few adjustments, and those are being witnessed. And you're seeing the adjustments that Deer Park has made as well to their own game plan to answer back.
Soft tip from Lewis. Dugout back line. Fires it through. Perfect placement by Camille Lewis. 119 kills for that pin hitter. She's still rolling.
Camille Lewis, she's been this last 4 points. 3 of them have come from her. And she's attempting to wrap up the first set and get the win for Deer Park.
23-20. Got to win by at least 2. That's to the near side. Tully has to take a couple steps in. Opts for the tip, Lewis does. Nobody quite there to set up Tully. She's a little too far. And Deer Park sends up what one could say a prayer, and it's answered.
Grace Loudon, effortlessly. She puts it in the right place to get this game 1 point away from set point.
Set point service from Fiona Douglas. Far side, and through. Once near side, trying to keep it alive, and she will. Annie Tully. 1 point at a time for Mariemont. Able to keep set 1 alive.
Annie Tully serving has been proficient, and now even playing in that front line, making this only a 3-point game, and set point still for Deer Point.
Tully with the ace. Trying to single-handedly prevent Deer Park from claiming set 1. She's a dangerous server. Jump serve might be killer. Far side. Through, and Deer Park claims set 1. Off the right hand, Camille Lewis. 25-22, how about that?
Man, who else other than Lewis to wrap it up for Deer Park? She had her fingerprints all over that last 6 points. And now Deer Park walks away with the first set. And now if you're Mariemont, you got to make a few adjustments going into that second set.
We'll see what the coaches come up with heading into set 2. Deer Park leads it 1-0 over the Mariemont Warriors here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Mariemont. From the top of the key. Anna Habra ties the score.
Welcome back, and I want to apologize. It's Abigail Pettyjohn has sent over by her father. So thank you for that. Actually, I do appreciate that. I do apologize immensely. But Deer Park leading it 1-0. Casey Stevens, Ethan Herzog here with you. Welcome back to ICRC-TV and here in Lebanon High School. I mean, great first set to begin, and we see Abby here on your screen, who's been killer, by the way. She has been absolutely phenomenal so far. It looks to keep it going here against Mariemont.
Absolutely, and I mean, that first set, we saw run after run from both teams, and just Deer Park wrapped it up and won the first set. So you're looking for the Warriors. Will they answer back, and will they wrap up this tied series of 1-1, or will Deer Park walk away and finally move on in the semifinals of the playoffs?
Gigi Andrus into the net. Serve still Abby Beach. Back line to the far side through the block. Quickly 1-1, and not to be too critical, but I mean, looking a lot like the start to the first set was, where kind of even those first couple of points, and then you start running away a little bit, but we'll have to see kind of how the momentum holds as things go here. Fired back over, and another fantastic kill. And that's the thing with this Deer Park team, is they have incredible pin hitters. They have very strong pin hitters that in the CHL are top ranks. I mean, top 10, top 15 in the league.
You have Lewis and Pettyjohn, and both of them are most dominant. We've seen them just be all over in this game for Deer Park.
Near side through and down for Fiona Douglas. I want to say probably one of the more unique spellings of Fiona, P-H-I-O-N-A.
That's a normal one that I've seen.
Huh.
Are you thinking like the F?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I am. I am thinking the F.
Yeah. Like, I can't spell it off the top of my head. But
clearly, Casey's just cooler than me.
I maybe know
to the middle.
2 Fionas.
Nah. This is the first one I've ever seen in person. Attack's a little bit too strong. 3-2 now. Deer Park still on top. Samantha gone. Barrow back to serve. Far side through the block. Camille Lewis. Who else but Camille?
She's been electric. She brings the spark that Deer Park needs, and she wrapped up that first set for them to walk away with the win. And, I mean, if she can continue to just be as dominant as she's been and her name being called upon in this match, she's going to be the player that might walk away as the most decorated overall.
It's a great recovery there from Deer Park. Ball still in play. Another block, but out of play. Mariemont able to tie things back up 4-all. That was an incredible effort on the defensive end from Deer Park. Able to come in, get a couple of good digs, and send that free ball over. Set straight up. Denson, free ball over. That was an incredible block, an incredible swing from Tully. Far side, through, down. Neil Lewis again.
Man, how many times are we going to say her name? She's just all over. Able to just work that far side of the court and find the gaps that the Warriors are not standing in and just place the ball so perfectly to extend the lead for Deer Park.
Douglas, the service ace, clipped the last little bit of floor right before the end line. Perfect is how I would describe that serve.
I mean, that's what you practice. You get those few serves in before game time, and when it comes and you're called upon, you got to be placing it in the perfect spot.
Another ace. Fiona Douglas back to it. I'll say that was something I was not very good at when I played volleyball.
Really?
No, not at all. I was the reason why they ran extra at practice, because I missed my serves. Mariemont's tip over. Back set, far. And very much in the netting. Mia Lewis just unfortunately had too much to that height on that jump and kind of landed square in the netting.
It's always interesting, too, to see the battles right at the net. And, I mean, that's where the ball is going to ricochet off, and you have to be so ready to just get a dig as quickly as you can for either team.
Tully, a nice backhanded kill attempt over, and too much on the other end. So back to Deer Park.
I mean, even then, did you see the athleticism that Samantha Gahn had, diving for it to attempt to put it back into play, putting her body on the line?
Senior plays alongside her sister Audrey, who's also a senior and also a DS. Benson flings it over. Tip middle. Free ball all over, too strong. There's no confirmation on if Abby Beach and Megan Beach, who is on the coaching staff for Deer Park, are related, but I mean, hey, you could shoot me a message on Twitter at Herzog_sports and let me know, and I will respond, and I will take that to heart, and I will appreciate it very much.
You're a big Twitter guy. We were talking about
about this pre-show. Goes middle, flings it over, trying to get it from the back line. Penelope Carlson, how about that? Single-handedly smacking that one down. No fly zone for Mariemont.
I mean, Carlson and Tully, both the sophomores for the Warriors, they've been very active when it comes to being used in the game plan.
Got a tough angle on that dig attempt. 9-6, Deer Park taking it. We do lead at 1-0 in terms of sets here in the district semis.
In the first set, Deer Park, when they hit 9, allowed Mariemont to answer back, going from 9-5, and then ultimately we saw Deer Park answer back and then go 10-12.
That's Pettyjohn. Back middle of the net. Grace Loudon back to serve it away. Near side swing. Tried out the dig, Loudon did, but the kill from Picard is able to find the hardwood.
Picard, you can see it here on your screen, just able to get the ball to ricochet off of the blocker's fingers and get the point to make this a 10-7 ball game.
That's the thing about both these pin hitters, is that they've really been able to pick out the zones very well. From the back line. Tip over, falls for Woodley.
You can see Woodley was thinking about even going up for it, and then noticed the blockers right there and just tipped it over right into that zone where no Warrior was to be found.
That's fantastic awareness, too, just to switch up that selection in your hitting repertoire. Just, I'm back here, but I can fake him out. It's Mariemont able to answer off the hand of Gigi Andrus. Audrey gone. Back now to serve. Picked up, back line, back set middle. Pettyjohn. Sort of turn and blocked. Meets at the net, sent straight up in the air. Still in play. Still looking now near side. Another good dig. Deer Park team has been all over the floor. Mariemont find an open zone. Tully blocked. Far side this time. Still nothing. Sends a free ball over to Loudon. Pettyjohn through and hits the floor. Great sequence for Deer Park. 12-8. They've been rolling.
Abigail Pettyjohn, man. She's been over this game, over the set, too. Just leading the way for Deer Park. Her and Lewis, they've been the tandem duo in this match.
Near side swing. Good one from Douglas. Back through. Loudon picks it up. Free ball over. Back set. Punches it, meets at the net. Loudon picks it up. What a dig. Keeps it alive. Almost scorpion there on the dive. Blocked initially. Sweep back in the net. Sails over. That one sails into the rafters. Still playable. It's going to be met at the net. What a rally. Played through and blocked out of play. How about that? And give credit where credit's due. Grace Loudon, the senior, she had a fantastic dig and kept that rally alive.
She did. She put her body on the line. You could see her kind of just moving her left arm and just getting that elbow. She hit the ground hard, but that dig just keeping the ball alive to get that one long rally going and ultimately ending in a point for Deer Park.
That one straight through for Annie Tully. You know, she landed on that elbow, and they called that the funny bone. I never really understood why they call it the funny bone, because it doesn't feel funny, it feels painful.
It does, doesn't it?
I need to talk to whoever coined that phrase and have a conversation with them.
We'll find you a doctor.
Strongly worded email.
Yeah, maybe they can hit you up on X.
Yeah, they might. There's a little miscommunication, and looks like it's going to have a double there for Deer Park. Still holding on. Deer Park has the lead. Mariemont try as they might. Trying everything to get back into this set. But Pettyjohn has other ideas.
Being able to be a defensive asset and offensively as well, serving the ball very well when she's called upon.
Towards the middle, free ball over. With miscommunication on that end of the ball as well. Flung through. What a kit! What a attack! Excuse me. Ball straight through, and Riley Carr just not sure if she gave up on the play or if there were 3 touches. Either one's entirely possible, but either way, point goes to Mariemont.
Well, Riley Carr, she froze. That's what it looked like from our angle. It looks like she just stood there, maybe thought about going for the ball, but maybe thought that her front line was going to move back and go for it as well.
Abby Connors serve too high. Gives the ball right back to Deer Park. Now the winner of this faces the winner of Miami East versus Northwestern. That's the 2 seed and the 6 seed. The timeout called on the floor. They'll head up to Monroe High School. As far as I'm aware, the state finals, I'm a little off the current state of OHSAA volleyball and sports, but I believe the Nutter Center is the final spot for the tournament.
I wish I could tell you exactly where that is.
It's in Dayton. It's Wright State.
Okay.
Wright State.
Okay.
You should know Wright State.
I do.
There you go.
Never really been to Dayton. It's not a place where I desire to go.
Hey man, Dayton Dragons, come on.
Hey, shout out Dayton Dragons, you know?
And the Dayton Flyers. I know that, us as Bearcats are kind of in that rivalry state with them, but Dayton Flyers still historic. It's the place of the first 4 and has been forever.
I mean, if it's the first place.
See what you did there.
I had to. You gave me that shot. Yeah.
We like to have fun here at ICRC-TV. Leona Douglas back to serve it away. Picked up like a Han. Going back over, and nobody there at the net for that second ball.
Grace Loudon attempting to just get the dig going and keep the rally alive, but we're seeing Mariemont creep their way back into the set.
Tully serve picked up. In the back line by Douglas through the block. Camille Lewis again. So they get that ball to squeak out to the left. Deer Park inching closer and closer to set 2. Sylvia. Service ace.
Sylvia just checked in as well. We saw Carr and Lewis both go down, take a little breather, but for her to come in, first time serving, gets the point and gets the ace as well.
Back for Sylvia, freshman, DS, 23 digs on the year, at 2 aces coming in to today. Just got 1 in the district semis. Douglas at the net. Tries far side this time, swing and a miss on the back line. The tip gives Deer Park the point.
Deer Park, 6-point lead for them here in the second set. They won that first set where it was a lot more back and forth, run for run. But now this set, it feels like they've been in full control.
Far set to the near. From near to far for Deer Park, but too far on the attack.
Abby Woodley just put a little too much on it. She was attempting to, you could say, almost match what we saw earlier from the serves in the back for the Wildcats. But even then, that's a hard spot. Lewis has done a fantastic job over on that far side of the court to go corner to corner. And now Woodley, she hasn't seen much action, but now being inside on that far side, I believe there may be a bit of confusion down there.
Possibly a lineup issue. Not sure they can review that. I don't think they have DV Sport or anything to do something like that, but
that'd be
it's like there's a conversation being had between the official and Katie Davis of the Mariemont Warriors. Head coach poked ahead. Near side, dug out. Far side again, blocked. Really loves that play in the middle, but you know who else does? Deer Park. Mackenzie Denson gets up for it.
Abby Woodley there as well. Those two just right in the middle, getting their fingertips on the ball to deny it and extend the lead to 6 points.
Wants to keep it going. Wildcats on a tear. Good dig, but a little bit too strong, and sometimes it's just kind of what happens. You see that ball coming for you, and you get yourself set, but alas, sometimes it'll gets hit a little bit too hard and just bounces straight off the into the stands.
And for Fiona Douglas, she came into this game as one of those star players, and we haven't called her name much. It's been more of your inside front line players who are working this game.
So over by Pettyjohn. Dug out by Douglas. Fires it over. Wants the middle. A nice kill hit with the heel. Myra Cole getting in on the action.
Mariemont, man, they're keeping this fight alive, living up to their mascot and the Warriors' name.
Excuse me, kill went to El Schechter. That one through the block. Falling for Woodley.
Abby Woodley, she's been, it's really just those two outside hitters who have been so well put together and have led the way for the Wildcats.
They've had great awareness on the floor. Strong pin hitters for Deer Park. Fires over a free ball. Far side, Woodley. End line and in.
Makes up for the mistake that she had earlier in this set on that same side, looking for the same action. And now, a 21-15 lead for the Wildcats.
Sizable here as we take a timeout. Here at Lebanon High School. Members of the Eastern slouches in that conference either. You look at Anderson, Kings, Little Miami, Milford, Turpin, Winton Woods. Woods been a powerhouse in football for a little bit here in recent memory. Lots of top recruits going to the NCAA Division I level. One being my cousin.
Really?
Now plays at Bama.
Wow, really?
Justin Hill. Look him up.
No way.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I got a story for you.
Oh boy.
I have someone in my family who also went to Alabama.
Okay.
Not for sports. For nursing. Now, if we really want to talk about sports, I don't know. I had a buddy who was Gatorade Player of the Year, but
yeah, well, I went to high school with Corey Kiner, so that's
yeah. I think you beat me on that one.
I had history class with that kid, and now he's playing in the NFL.
Hey, you blocked for him.
I did. Abby Beach with the serve. And into the stands it'll go. Rapidly approaching that second set victory is Deer Park. Trying to go up with a strong advantage here in the district semis. Fires it through, picked up back line. Woodley hits the floor.
Just the dominance in this second set we've seen from Deer Park. That first set a lot closer than this one. Obviously 15-23. You're a point away from set point.
Setter with the serve. Too strong. But was there a tip? No, there was not. That's set point for Deer Park. A chance to go up 2-0. Beach. Back line, far side. Through. Good dig. Sent right back over. Fakes the middle, goes near. Whistle blows, and Deer Park is in the net.
For Mariemont, they need 9 points to walk away and even just attempt to go for that win by 2. You need 10. So you're looking for a long run here for the Warriors.
Things looking good. Gets the ball back. Goes through the hands on the serve receive for Sylvia. Sandra gone. Back for the Warriors. Her sister, Samantha, wearing the blue shirt on the court. Sets middle. Pettyjohn's denied. Mariemont finds another point. Don't look now.
We don't want to jinx the Warriors, but if they continue this run and get that hot hand going, they could possibly fight back in the second set.
Loudon flung over a 3-ball. Far side. Again. Crowd wants Woodley called for being in the net. Not going to get it. Woodley wants it again. And hit the antenna. Mariemont now within 5.
See the antenna, the ball goes just right near it. Gives the point over to Mariemont.
Right in front of the up judge, and he saw the antenna wiggle just a little bit. Tip sent over. How about this for Mariemont? 4 to tie.
5-0 run for Mariemont after being down 9. I mean, we saw this in the first set as well, where they came back and they were ahead by 2.
Big sequence of serves coming up for Gahan. Back over. Far side to Woodley. Blocked. Wants the middle. Pettyjohn tips it and finds the floor. Abigail Pettyjohn having herself a night. Gives Deer Park the 2-0 advantage heading into set 3.
Pettyjohn was just the highlight reel of that second set. She was so dominant, point after point, dig after dig, setting up her players. For Mariemont, they fought back, but will they have it in the third set, or will they be done in the playoffs?
We'll be back set 3 on the docket. Deer Park and Mariemont at ICRC when we come back.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more than
who I am on paper.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Trip to the district finals on the way. Hello, Pettyjohns. Hello. Happy to see you guys here and everybody watching here on ICRC-TV. Casey, Steve, and Ethan Herzog here with you. It's been a great 2 sets so far. Deer Park has been dominant, though.
They've been the most dominant we've seen them in the playoffs, really led by Pettyjohn and Lewis and Woodley. Just those outside hitters have been able to place the ball perfectly in the zones the Warriors have not covered.
Mariemont to serve first. Away it goes. Pettyjohn just talked about her. There's Woodley. That tandem duo, if you... Far side. Staying over there. Good up. Keeps it alive. Woodley through and loses all its momentum off the hand of Scheichter.
Man, Abby Woodley, just a sophomore. She's been pretty much just on that far side. And when you flip her over to the other side, that near side, she's able to just play it so well back and forth.
Back set. Fired over for Klakar. Woodley again. Woodley initially on the receive. Tips it over to Pettyjohn. Fires it back. Loudon picks it up. Woodley. Mariemont keeping this alive. We've seen a couple of good rallies back and forth here recently, especially in the end of the second set. That one sent straight into the net. Fiona Douglas a little too low on the attempt.
And for Mariemont, coming into this game, Fiona Douglas was one of the top players, and they've shut her down. But now you've seen a few other players step up. Pettyjohn, Lewis, and you got to assume, is Mariemont's game plan now to adjust and not aim towards them? Or will they find a few ways to go towards players whose names haven't been called much?
Abby Woodley gets that kill back on the near side. And I mean, you talk about, we had Fiona Douglas. We were the one that highlight her in the start. It's a player to watch, one of the best players coming in for Deer Park. But you also have to look at those players that stepped up. Next man up mentality is something that is praised not just in volleyball, but in every single sport as the service goes for Deer Park. But I mean, Pettyjohn has stepped up immensely in this contest, as well as Abby Woodley.
Absolutely, and I mean, we've witnessed it too. That's why Deer Park here is leading 3-1, and that number is just going to continue to go up with how many mistakes Mariemont has added on to their resume.
Riley Carr, another ace. Sent straight up, off the serve receive. Can play, send a free ball from the back line. Far side, just a tap. Andrus got her hand to it. Sets near Tully. Good dig. Middle this time. Kept over, easy ball, flown over. Pettyjohn again.
The senior leading her team possibly to a state championship, getting themselves out of the semifinals is what they need to do so far. And with a 4-point lead, she's just been so dominant and graceful in this game.
Take things one step at a time, Wildcats do. Through the block for Tully, and nobody can get it up after the fact. Next up after this, Monroe High School. For the winner of this contest, they'll take on either the number 2 seeded Miami East or the number 6 seeded Northwestern. That coming up on Saturday. Free ball over after Mariemont was able to steal the point away. Loudon, far side, fired over. Again, Tully.
Wow. Silence in that second half of that second set. And she's been more of that spark plug when the Warriors need her to be, and getting just that dominant hit to get a point back for the Warriors to make this 3-5 ball game. And I mean, you're fighting for your lives here. This is playoffs. This could be the end of your season. And for Deer Park, you're looking to shut out the Warriors.
Winner go home. Mariemont doesn't want to go home. Down 2-0. That means nothing. Point away from tying up this third set, in which Deer Park has dominated through much of. Mariemont's made glimpses of trying to make a comeback. But now is as good a time as ever to get hot. But into the block and out of play, benefiting the Wildcats. Pettyjohn back to serve it away. Away it goes. Tully bouncing off the netting. Lewis, free ball. Back set short. At the net. Good awareness from Tully, able to get up there and get the tip over.
Tully has just went on her own run, leading the Warriors to come back in this third set, having 4 points of her own, and that's what you need. You need that one player to step up, attempt to get the rhythm back on your side, and build on that momentum, and walk away with one set, and possibly walk away with the rest of the match.
Tully flings one, good dig, can't keep it alive though. Nobody back there to catch that second ball, and it's tied 6-all.
And Riley Carr going down on the floor hard, and Grace Loudon attempting to chase it down, but even then the Warriors crawling their way back in this third set.
Done a good job at it so far. Tully near side. Far side, what a hit. Camille Lewis lets them have it. The far side. It's just one spark that Deer Park needs to go on a run and reclaim this momentum fully. Mariemont trying to prevent that, and that's a good start. But looks like somebody was in the netting. Maybe it's Sydney McCann who got up there and got a little bit too much of it.
Sydney McCann coming super close to the net. You can already see her set up very close. You can just see the fingers tap it and get that forearm as well to just grace it.
Service error, too strong, keeps Mariemont within one. After a 14-9 finish with 7 conference wins, you don't want this to be the end of your story. Especially after finishing last season, 5 total wins on the year. Now tied up at 8.
I mean, the last season to this season jump is noticeable. 5 total wins last season. Coming into today, you have 14, and you don't want your season to end, and you're fighting back as much as you can.
Now you're catching Deer Park on their back heel. So far, so good. A couple of miscues for the Wildcats. That will Mariemont capitalize. Sends it through and a nice kill. Camille Lewis. They try to keep it hot.
To tie it up, and I mean, it's 9-9, run after run, and that's how most of these sets have gone. But even then, we've seen Deer Park just put the Warriors away and put them in their place and allow themselves to capitalize on mistakes that the Warriors have made.
Through the block, good dig by the freshman. Plays it through and finding that open zone. That's the 4 zone for Abby Woodley. What a kill.
Perfect placement on that kill, just able to find an open zone and place it in there so perfectly to make this now a 10-9 ball game. And I mean, if you're Deer Park, you're putting everything on the line to walk away with a sweep.
Sets far side, Woodley again. Nobody there. Pancake's not there for Tully. Deer Park wants the sweep. You said it, they're going to throw everything at the wall, and I said it before. Spaghetti might be ready. Sticking. I think I'm going to use that.
I know, right?
I think I'm going to use an analogy from now on.
Nice. Spaghetti sounds really good tonight, too.
Point goes to Deer Park. Now you're getting hungry, man.
I know. I'm getting a little hungry.
Now you're thinking with your stomach.
Yeah.
We got a game here. We got a game here.
I mean, it's a good game.
You get your Taco Bell when we're done.
Hey, you had your pizza. You had your pizza.
That's true.
Yeah.
Serve over. Fired along. Woodley again. Tips over top. Woodley fires. Set, middle. On the line and just barely in.
Wow.
Mariemont ties it 11-all.
I mean, just take a look at that. The ball looked like it was right on the line, possibly out, but just enough of it to be on that inside of the court. And now we're seeing Mariemont fight back in this match against Deer Park. 12-11, and will Deer Park have what it takes to close it out?
Mariemont did serve it into the net. So back to Deer Park it goes on the service. Good block initially. Other side this time, let in. Woodley tries it again. Near side blocked. Oh my goodness. What a block. Pettyjohn and Abby Beach getting up and denying entry.
Man, Pettyjohn, that right hand, just sending it back down and having Beach there as an extra factor as well. More fear put into the Warriors' eyes as this game goes along.
Sets far side. Tipped up. 3 Wildcats pounced on it. But Klakar comes away with the point. Mariemont still only down by 1. Battled hard. Schechter. Bounce straight up. Far side. Pettyjohn. From the back line. Mishandled it. She wants that one back. I know that feeling all too well. I've done a handful of those myself.
Fiona Douglas just ball went off of her forearm, just not angled her arms correctly, attempting to send it back over, but looking to answer back for Deer Park.
Loudon tried to get it with her foot, but it falls, and Mariemont claims the lead here in this third set. It's only the third time they've had the lead in the set. Fires it over, a good serve receive. Little John just to tap over. Mariemont been fighting and fighting and fighting.
I mean, if you've noticed the shift, too, that they've had, they've sent 4 up to the net and dropped 2 in the back instead of having 3 and maybe 1 and then 2. And we've seen the adjustment, and now being able to answer back what Deer Park has put themselves into. Mariemont scoring again to make this a 3-0 scoring run. They're getting some energy. The fans are now clapping for them, and you can just see Deer Park. Are they in their heads? You've had a few adjustments here and there. A few players have come out. You have Pettyjohn, who's been pretty much the sole star with Lewis as well.
Yup, Judge messes with the routine, but Pettyjohn has an answer off the service. Wants the middle. Far side. Just off the wrist, on the outside of the wrist from Fiona Douglas. Mariemont's found their way back. They lead by 4, third set. A timeout called by Deer Park.
Deer Park, you go and lead 2-0, and now for Mariemont, you're in the heads of the Wildcats. As a Warrior, you're looking, what more can we do? What players can step up more? Are we able to shut down the players that have been so dominant? Pettyjohn, Lewis, and you've aimed at Douglas. You consistently have seen her struggle, past 3 points, all at her.
Picking out the weak point in the team at the moment. It's going to be a tough one. And much like the game of basketball, volleyball is a game of runs, and Mariemont has been on the run. Trying to salvage this third set, force a fourth. We'll see how Deer Park responds coming out of the timeout. Taps it over. Punches it over, more like, from Abby Beach. Brings it over. Douglas again. Extended on the attempt. A little bit too far.
Douglas now getting taken out of the game. Here comes Callan Morgan checking in.
I think just needs a breather. Callan Morgan out of system. Another sub coming in. Here's Camille Lewis again. Gets set. Central defense, if you will. Played over and out.
Man, Ethan, just dominant. We saw pretty much Deer Park walk away with those first 2 sets, but we've also seen the fire getting started over on the Warriors side. And will it continue or will it burn out? Deer Park, question marks in the air. Are you a strong enough team to put the fire out?
Little John, excuse me, Petty John. I don't know where I got Little John from.
Little
Petty
John.
John. My goodness, so sorry. Petty John gets the kill. Flips it back in service for Deer Park. Mariemont, who's been on this great run, has been capitalizing off the simple mistakes that the Wildcats have been making. It goes through the block. Abby Woodley. That's one of those players you got to get hot.
You need Woodley to step up, especially in this moment. You have a chance to send away the Warriors, and for Woodley, she's been dominant in the first 2 sets. Does she have it here in the 3rd set to wrap it up and put the Warriors present under the tree?
It's not quite Christmas yet. We're not even to Halloween.
I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween.
Well, maybe you should be. Goes through too strong. Was there a tip? No, there was not. Caroline Klakar, too strong. Now a timeout called by Mariemont.
4-point lead for Mariemont. You're going into this timeout saying, hey, we fought back. We are bringing our swords and shields into this match, and we're trying to put the Wildcats back into their cages. Are we able to do it?
The analogies are strong with this.
Was that good? Was that?
I think it was good.
I'll take it.
But to your point, Mariemont's found the fire. They found the spark that has lit that fuse. And it's gonna, I said it before, it's gonna be who's gonna step up for Deer Park. And we've seen it throughout the first 2 sets. They've got a little quiet, but it's always the service. Serving runs are killers. And if Deer Park can find a way to go on a massive run here and at least tie it, they have a chance to reclaim this 3rd set. Beach's serve. Near side, through. Nobody can get there.
The adjustments that you have to make, too, especially you had Fiona Douglas, who we highlighted at the beginning. She had mistakes and was pulled out of the game, and you have Morgan, who's checked in for her. They moved her up to the front line, now in the back for Deer Park. Ball coming right towards her, so you're assuming, look at the players who just checked in who haven't seen much action yet, and let's target them.
Free ball doesn't quite make it over the net. 22-16. Mariemont leading by more than 2 for the first time tonight. Far side. Woodley into the bench. Trying to keep it alive, and it's been a complete flip of the script. These past 2 sets, it's been Mariemont going on these late runs, trying to keep the game alive, and now Deer Park in that same situation. Service over from Riley Carr. Far side, nobody there.
Manitouli getting up and striking down hard, making this 1 point away from set point for Mariemont. We could possibly see some extra action between these two teams. Will Deer Park fight back? But even then, if you go look back at that second set, Mariemont, they found something late. They found it late. Will Deer Park find it here? It's 17-23. Ethan, if I'm the head coach for Deer Park, what am I telling my girls in that huddle?
I mean, it's a lot of just keeping it simple. You gotta eliminate those simple mistakes. I mean, it's a lot of just the digs that you're trying to make on the receiving end, and not just serve receive, but all receive. And if you can set yourself right, get those digs to the center, got a chance. Just got to clean up the mistakes. Kendall Barclay. Serve up and over. Tries near, far side, excuse me, and it is all the way over. Neil Lewis was one of those key assets in the last set and the set before that. In the rotation, Pettyjohn back to serve.
Pettyjohn and Lewis are one of the two most dangerous tandem duos that Deer Park has.
Near side, Tully blocks. Can they get it up? Yes, they can. Free ball over. Near again for Tully. Riley Carr was there to hit off the top part of her arm towards her bicep. Just didn't quite get the distance that you wanted, and it's set point for the Warriors. Flung over. The service ace to send us to the fourth set. Yeah, well, gives Mariemont new life. As we head to the fourth set, Mariemont claims it 25-18. Deer Park still one set away from claiming it, but you still await who will head to Monroe High School to the district finals here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Welcome back, and we need you. ICRC is looking for volunteers. Are you interested? Make sure to reach out. Contact Dean at ICRC-TV.com or visit www.icrctv.com. Scan the QR code covering high school sports, local concerts, community events, and more. No experience necessary. Come join us. Have a little bit of fun.
Let's hear it cheer from the fans out there.
Casey Stevens, Ethan Herzog here with you, our fantastic broadcast crew up in Lebanon. Ohio high school volleyball.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
I am getting ahead of myself. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. But volleyball is on the docket. We're still in season. Over from the far side, and the kill for Klakar.
Man, for Mariemont, fighting back in that third set and just carrying that momentum here in the fourth set. When these two teams went previously, we saw Mariemont winning the first time these two matched up, then Deer Park coming back and ending it in 3 sets, and now finally here, the final time these two will meet in the season, and it's in the playoffs. Winner go home. Deer Park and Mariemont back and forth already in the fourth set.
Deer Park gets the point back. Riley Carr heads back. She'll serve it away. Near side. What a hit. Or that one through the gymnasium. Annie Tully. My goodness.
Man, just the pop off the hand on the ball. You could hear it, like you said, throughout the entire stadium. I mean, the amount of power that she's had on those hits to just get some kills in this game has really led the momentum on the side for Mariemont, but Deer Park right there with them, and especially led by Pettyjohn.
Camille Lewis on that one. Rode that far touch line. Here's Pettyjohn on the serve. Far side, tapped over. Good dig. Tries again, same spot. He's able to find success that time in the back line, getting past Riley Carr. Tries it again, and that hand from Mackenzie Denson has bumped it off trajectory a little bit. Serve comes, Deer Park can't keep it alive.
I mean, if you even look at it, just think about it. Fiona Douglas, she was taken out early after 3 points, and then getting a few coaching tips from the head coach of Deer Park, just saying, hey, let's make sure we have our hands closer together when we're trying to send it back into play.
A little bit too strong in the return. Douglas has been struggling throughout. About halfway through the third set into the fourth. Been a complete flip of the script. Mariemont leading 5-2. Deer Park just trying to close this one out. Far side into the rafters it goes. Kept alive. Tully tries to get it in the swing and out of play for Abbey Beach.
Annie Tully, man, leading the way in the third set, and here in the fourth, most of the points for Mariemont have come from her. Just able to get her right paw on the ball and send it over the net perfectly to make this a 2-6 match.
Free ball sent over. Sets it back middle, blocked. Denson gets up.
Denson hasn't been called on much in those first, we really only saw her in that first set. Had a little bit of a breather in those second and third, and now being active, especially if you need some of your top players here in the fourth set. You want to send Mariemont home and not give them anything.
Sent over. Return from Tully into the block and onto the floor.
I'm just impressed. Man, Annie Tolley just being able to get all the way on that near side of the court, flying high and striking low. I mean, she's by far just the most dominant player that the Warriors have in this game.
It's been a great showcase for the Warriors, but Camille Lewis not quite done. Keeping Deer Park within 3. Abby Woodley comes back into the rotation. So is Greer Sevilla. Sent over. Picked up and a tip. On over, picked up by Loudon. Mariemont. Slap shot on over. Woodley. Nice dig, met at the net. The battle will be won by Deer Park.
Man, Denson and Woodley working together to get this one off the great dig and then just immaculate play from Denson to strike it down.
Quick battle at the net. Won by Woodley. Who was there, was able to get her hands up and kind of her aura just got the ball on the other side of the net.
I mean, we got a score of 6-7 here in Lebanon, and these two teams, we've seen Mariemont go on some runs and Deer Park finding a run here.
Woodley again. 7-all.
Abby Woodley going up for it and finding just the zone to put it in perfectly. No Warrior in sight, and that's the adjustment. We continue to see just that wide open zone in that middle, and those players will come near, go far as much as they need to, but you should not continue to go towards Woodley.
They do just that. Back over again, Woodley. Into the block, get out. Another Wildcat point. Now timeout called by Mariemont. Much to the delight of the Deer Park faithful. We're about the Kenwood area, not a far drive up to Lebanon. Just past Kings Island-ish.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, I love Kings Island. Man.
Yeah, is that a frequent for you?
Not really. The last time I went, 6 hours were spent, 5 rides were ridden.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and that was without the Fast Pass. And I normally go with the Fast Pass, and I made the mistake of not going. So, did not have a fun time. It was also really hot.
That it is.
Yeah. I have gone, though. A few years ago, I did go during the Halloween special.
There you go. Right? Halloween Haunt's a good time.
Yeah, of course. The haunted houses, and it was like Scooby-Doo, and I was like, I love Scooby-Doo.
Deer Park faithful loving it. Here, 8-7. The Wildcats lead it here in the fourth set over the Mariemont Warriors. So we're sent over and returned by Tully. Nice pickup in the back line, but nothing there on the second ball.
Man, and Tully just a sophomore is what really brings out the amount of dominance she's put into this game. Overall, 3 sophomores for the Warriors and 3 for the Wildcats, and it really just comes down to the sophomores have led the way for the Warriors, and the Wildcat sophomores have shined. We've continued to see overall Fiona Douglas, her name has been called too, but Abby Woodley has been all over this match.
Mishandled the set. Gives the point back to the Wildcats. Loudon back. Serve this one away. Trying to get that crucial run out of the way for Deer Park. Once the middle. Gets flipped over. Dangerously close to a lift, but not called. Kendall Barclay got up there, I think she realized she dodged a bullet.
Just the ball dribbling on the top of the net and going down on the opposite side to make this a tied set. Fourth set, 9-9.
Bowden almost had the kill off the free ball. Pettyjohn fires it back. It's another free. Sets middle. Pettyjohn into the corner.
Man, the corners have to be the hardest places to defend overall, and you're expecting the ball to just go out of bounds, but we've seen Pettyjohn and Woodley just been so dominant. Opposite side to opposite side corner, you're assuming, let's drop someone back there for the Warriors and try and stop it if there's another opportunity given to Deer Park.
Beach's serve. Far side. Too strong. 11-9. Zabby Beach, junior and member of the first team all-league, serving it away. Woodley into the net.
I mean, that's the first mistake we've really seen Woodley have all match. And it comes in the fourth set, so she's played 3 full sets of clean play, been the most dominant point scorer overall for Deer Park, and even then, just a small slip-up. It is still really close. 11-10 lead for Deer Park. Mariemont, they're fighting back. The Warriors are attempting to hold true to those standings and coming in with 8 wins in conference compared to the 5 that the Wildcats have. We're seeing just the dominance that Mariemont has built up throughout the season of fighting back in these tough games, and even when it comes to it, put everything you have out there on the court.
A little miscommunication ties things up. Back 11-11. Through, able to keep it in play. Loudon sends it back. Is that Sneer? Tully with the kill.
Man, you've said that so much tonight, too. She's just been, I mean, it's hard to stop. She gets off the ground, and that vertical was so high where she's just able to get the ball right over the blockers, and when she needs to, she puts it in the zone that no one's covering.
Back over, trying to ride the momentum. Free ball picked up. Gahan. Tully again. Mariemont trying to force that crucial 5th set. A reverse sweep in the playoffs would be everything for this team, especially against the CHL rival. Audrey Gahan back to serve. Way goes. Tip. Back over. Near side, Tully again. Once Woodley. Back set. Pretty one there. Return. Kept alive. Woodley. Into the net it goes. Wildcats able to keep this one in their sights. Riley Carr back to serve now, 13-12, set 4. Serve from the junior. Back over. Picked up, a nice dig from Morgan. Up and falls to the floor. Camille Lewis flings that one over and gets the point to tie it again.
And tying it is what you need to do for Deer Park, especially with how the last set went for Mariemont. They were dominating you in almost every single factor. So for Deer Park, you want to close it out here. First team to 25 is where we'll see, but 13-13, 4th set. Both teams have had a few mistakes and miscues. So which team will slip up first?
Deer Park keeps it alive off the dig. Camille Lewis blocks it away.
Man, Lewis just putting both paws on the ball and sending it down. She gets up high and sends it low again, and just dominant play from Lewis.
Service error ties it back up, 14. Serve over from Berkeley. Across, and what a hit from Lewis. He's able to ride it along the top of the netting. 15-14.
Lewis getting the ricochet off of Sydney McCann. Fingertips to make this a 15-14 game.
And that one just barely out. The corner flag comes up. Goes back to Mariemont's serve. Lofts it high. From the back line, Loudon. Tooley. Been so strong all night.
I mean, goes to mention just the strength that the Warriors play with, too. Anytime they complete all 4 sets, they're 2-2 overall throughout the regular season. But, I mean, this is the playoffs. You're fighting. You do not want to go home with your heads down. And for the other team, you're looking to stay alive as much as you can.
Morgan, a good swing. Tooley again. Far side. Ricochets off everybody, and Lewis has another one.
Man, Lewis has just been all over this game overall. Played competitively, played athletically, and then just being able to have the high IQ too as a player, saying, hey, I need to make a split-second decision and making it that quickly.
It's Callan Morgan. Set back near Tooley. Having none of it. I mean, the swings from Annie Tooley have been a sight to see. It's deserving of that first team All-CHL designation. Loudon. Lewis. Free ball. Tooley on her back foot. Couldn't quite get the dig that she wanted.
I mean, for Lewis, if it ain't broke, don't fix her. Right, just able to amount to pretty much leading Deer Park to this 2-1 lead, and now 17-17. We have Tooley on the other side who's been able to answer.
Tip over, but into the antenna. Rattles it away. Gives it back to Sylvia. That one a little bit too strong and ties it back up at 18.
For a freshman being up on this varsity team, too. For Sylvia, just a freshman. She hasn't played much, but especially in the playoffs, you're looking for fresh eyes, fresh legs as much as you can when you're playing multiple games days after days.
Woodley into and past the block. 19-18.
Serving for the Wildcats, number 5, Grace Loudon.
Grace Loudon. Flings it over. Pettyjohn denied entry, but able to send it back with the free ball. Swing and blocked. Picked up. Woodley. Into and saved and kept alive. The initial touch from Pettyjohn is what gave Mariemont the point.
Samantha Gahn just capitalizing to make this 19-19. Will the Warriors ride the wave of this momentum? Or, I mean, even then, Deer Park, they fought back in this match.
Schechter serve too strong. Match point, 5 points away for Deer Park. Here's Abby Beach. One of the few players with family with a sign in the stands. That one kept alive. Heads up play, sent back over. Picked up. Woodley. Through. 21-19.
I mean, Deer Park pulling away now, led by Abby Woodley. Great kill to make the Warriors call timeout. And I mean, the rankings don't tell the entire story. Both of these teams coming in, one being 278th in Ohio and the Warriors, and the other in the Wildcats being 426. Rankings don't tell the whole story. It's about how much time and chemistry do these two players and teams have. Are they able to build together? Or will one team outlast the other? And so far we've seen Deer Park fight as hard as they can in this game, and ultimately they are leading 21-19, won those first two sets, but Mariemont, they found it late in that third set. Could they find it here?
All the seniors out there, congratulations. Good luck.
Bam, wham, Cammy, whammy. Camille Lewis has been on fire. Big love for number 13.
Well-deserved, too. Well-deserved overall. She's been so decorated in this game. I mean, point after point, pass after pass, and even then, it doesn't go to show. It takes a team to win a game, not just one player.
Sent back over, picked up. Sibilia. Blocked initially. Fired over. Picked up by Tooley in the back line. Free ball, Bakar. Tapped over. Tooley, first touch. Tooley from the back row. Blocked. And a statement from Abigail Pettyjohn. Have yourself a day.
Hey, did you see the reaction from the crowd as well? Getting up and they're shaking their hands as they know this game could be over for Mariemont. Deer Park could move on in these playoffs.
That's the third touch and a point for Deer Park. 23-19. Nabby Beach. Back to serve for Deer Park. Far side. Picked up. Morgan. Bakar. Good dig. Loudon. Back row. Set. Middle. Blocked. Still alive. Middle again. Pettyjohn denied. A statement block of their own for Mariemont.
Penelope Carlson being checked into the game after the last point given up, and she makes a statement, getting the block to make the momentum almost evaporate from Deer Park, but they still have a 3-point lead. Will Mariemont answer?
Picked up, tapped over, but into the net. Frustration running high. Audrey Gahan back to serve. 2-point deficit. Woodley. Pokes it up high, far side. Middle, Pettyjohn, match point. Coming back in, Camille Lewis. Been crucial. Up to that far pin. Carr. Picked up. Far side. Free ball. Loudon. Sets middle. Pettyjohn. Calls game! Abigail Pettyjohn, the senior, closes out the fourth set, 25-21. over CHL rival Mariemont. And Deer Park claims it 3-1.
Man, Deer Park coming into this game as the underdog. They walk away with their heads high, knowing they just knocked down one of the top competitions in the playoffs, and they will continue their season. I mean, what more can you ask for? The player who stepped up throughout the entire game, Abigail Pettyjohn, and even then, you got to look at the positives. Everyone on that team, there were miscues, miscommunications. They gave up one set, they fought back, and they won.
Great showing tonight. Shouts out to the family. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. One final time, Deer Park is moving on to the district finals, 3-1 over the Mariemont Warriors. For our producer, Patrick Mulcahy, Casey Stevens, I'm Ethan Herzog saying so long for Lebanon High School. It's a pleasure bringing you all the action at the OHSAA Volleyball Tournament. We'll see you all next time on ICRC-TV.